What's up, guys? Sub-Jarek here, back for another VOD review, and today we have something really cool. This is some hot new Chinese tech that just dropped. It actually dropped in a Reddit guide, and the interesting thing actually about this Reddit guide is it's posted by this player Nray here, and if you go to their submission history, you can see this is the person who dropped the Crystal Gamut Malzahar guide and the Veteran Janna reroll guide last set. Kind of crazy, and now they're dropping this guide. And if it's any indication of how strong it is based on those other guides, then this comp should be insane. But the basic idea behind the comp is it's a Bilgewater Ryze comp where you use Alawi 3 to stabilize and then push levels and just take advantage of the inbuilt synergies that a lot of these units have. You can very easily unlock Volibear using stuff like the Bruisers and the Alawi 3. Koboko is a very easy unlock. And then if you play this board, you have the Freljord unlock, you have the Bilgewater unlock, or the Freljord, the Bilgewater, the Yordle, and the Targon here for your Ryze. And so it actually looks fantastic. And luckily, I sadly don't have a VOD of a player from China playing it, but I do have a VOD of Grea playing it. Fantastic player on the NA server. So we have a VOD. We have a VOD that we can watch here, which is just so exciting, honestly. But before we get too far into today's video, I do want to give a shout out to today's sponsors. So I'll see you guys after that. Today's video is sponsored by Manta Sleep. Look, I gotta be honest with you guys, I suck at falling asleep. I will lay in bed for hours just staring at the ceiling. Everybody says that you should nap. It's a super good way to get rejuvenated in the middle of the day. I cannot nap to save my life. I will just sit down for an hour, not fall asleep, and then be like, well, I just wasted an hour. And so today's sponsor is near and dear to my heart. They have been super valuable in getting me to be able to actually fall asleep faster, to be able to nap. It is Manta Sleep. If you guys haven't heard of Manta Sleep, they are super premium sleep masks. Check out how nice these masks look. They're super soft. They're super breathable, so it's not like you're getting like sweaty in the middle of the night because you have this like really thick sleep mask on. Super breathable, so you have no issues with that. They come in a ton of different types. So this is their Pro mask here. I love this one, but also I love their sound mask. That one is crazy. It's got Bluetooth speakers inside of it that are adjustable. Really nice. I'm someone who loves to go to sleep listening to like a podcast or an audiobook or something like that. It's really nice for that. Here's me, a happy Manta Sleep customer, putting on my Manta Sleep mask and getting ready for bed. They're easily adjustable, so if you got a big head, a small head, super easy to fit on. And look how happy I am there. I mean, it's just they're so soft, so nice, completely blackout. I cannot see anything when I have these masks on, so they are perfect for that, and so soft, like I said. So if you want to get your own Manta Sleep mask, check the link in the description. Use code SubZeroArc at checkout for 10% off anything. Getting something from them helps support the channel, and you are setting yourself up for really good sleep. So once again, thanks to Manta Sleep for sponsoring today's video. But yeah, I mean, the Bilgewater the Bilgewater buff and the Bilgewater Ryze variant in general, I mean, if you look back to, prior to this comp existing, I don't think it was really played at all. There were very few people playing Bilgewater Ryze. The Bilgewater effect is the one where it explodes and does some damage. So it is just a higher damage version of Ryze. And I mean, the more Bilgewater effects, I mean, the crazy thing I think is that it's so easy to play, so many traits on this board. And we actually, dude, now that I think about it, so we hit here 5 Alawis, which I think is part of Grea's reasoning for playing this comp, because you do want to play around Alawi 3. I actually had a game a few days ago where I ended up with 6 Alawis start, and maybe I should have played Bilgewater. I didn't even know this comp existed, but I should have played this comp myself. So let's see how it goes here. I mean, Solo Plate sounds like a fantastic early slam here. You have Solo Plate Sunfire. If you want to just make double really good slams onto the Alawi, you can maybe make something else here. Wow, he actually opts to reroll that first, looking at, and then picks up Trade Sector here is just a solid econ option. It's pretty surprising to me that these are the orders that he rolls stuff in, but I guess he's just saying, I mean, yeah, he rolls this. He's solo leveling, and he's like, maybe I could slam something out of that. And then it's crazy that he rules this, and then he finds Trade Sector, and he's like, okay, send it. But yeah, these augment reels are really interesting to me, just because, I mean, you have an early upgraded Bruiser. I would think you would like the Solo Plate, but obviously, Trade Sector is Trade Sector, and we're happy to pick that up. We do pick up a Twisted Fate here. so we can unlock our bilge early, and we are just going to play kind of a funny little board here, and we are just going to opt to make the Morello here instead of the Sunfire and just make the regular Gargoyle. No solo plate needed. We can just make this ourselves, and you know, I honestly, we'll see at what point Grea kind of opts to play this version. I mean, I'd love to see him just team planner the whole board out here, because that would make, yeah, okay. I mean, honestly, he is going to team planner out here. So he was legit from 2-1, knowing that we have this many Alawies, just going to hard force this line here. And the thing is, I mean, if you get enough Alawies, if you get 3 or 4 Alawies, you know, naturally, it is very easy to find Alawi 3. We've talked about Alawi Hero Augment before on this channel, about how easy it is to find Alawi 3. So it's just not a difficult unit to find by any means. And so just go for it. I mean, we have 6 already. We have 1 guaranteed in the shop. We can use our bilge duplicator on, and the really nice thing is this Alawi 3 is going to stabilize us really hard. Is going to allow us to, you know, very quickly make it to that, you know, basically guaranteed Volibear once we're putting in multiple bruisers later. And yeah, our life is just gonna be easy. And stuff like Koboko, right? Koboko, the unlock becomes so much easier when you have an Alawi 3 on your board. But yeah, we will continue to just play around this board with the Morello TF. Yeah, we just end up prioritizing a very good stamina TF. This TF unit, you know, you've seen him apply the and he actually opts. Yeah, it kind of looks like he forgot or wasn't sure if he wanted to unlock Bard there or not, because I think this is a comp where in the guide they do say you can unlock Bard, mostly just so that you can hit Alawi 3 pretty easily. So this is actually a little sloppy, but a little funny, but because this is probably Grea's first time playing the comp. You know, usually with guides like this, you'll see somebody be like, "Oh, like am I supposed to play this? Like Bard is actually quite awkward on this board usually, because like you want to play, you know, 5 bilge obviously in spots like this. He is just toggling down. Another very important idea in this comp, and one that, you know, is often done in bilge, is that we're toggling down to 3 bilge here, because we want the ability to find the Alawi 3. And yeah, honestly, I don't think we even really need. I mean, to be fair, like the refreshes were mostly free, so it's kind of fine at the end of the day. But I don't know about the Bard unlock. Maybe this comp needs to be optimized a little bit, because I mean, you can just play 3 bilge with the Bard and then just play 3 the entire time. And he keeps scouting the lobby, seeing all these bilge players. I mean, the upside is, oh my god, that's Alawi 3 now. It's Alawi 3 at 2-6 with a Gargoyle. I mean, just goes to show. I mean, honestly, watching this, you know, the reason why people don't normally go for Alawi 3 is obviously you're burning a bilge dupe on this. We have used a lot of bilge resources to get to this Alawi 3. So, you know, normally if you're playing just regular bilge, you don't want to burn all these serpents on Alawi 3, because it, you know, is going to cap you lower. You're not going to be able to pick up the bilge items. You're not going to be able to pick up the Captain's Brew and stuff like that. But I mean, in this spot, we have the stabilizing force in the Alawi. We have an econ augment. I mean, I think we are going to be able to very reasonably push levels in this spot here. And like, yeah, the idea is that Alawi 3 can stabilize you enough to be able, hopefully, to make it to level 9. I mean, that is the other struggle with this comp, is obviously making it to 9. You know, you have to have a lot of gold, have a strong streak. But I mean, I think the Alawi puts us in a good spot to do it. Is it ever just steadfast heart here? Because I mean, we're playing. I mean, it's an AD AP comp, but I don't know that we really want to make LW and just sit here. I think it must be steadfast, right? I mean, it's a second item onto our Alawi here, which is huge. We are hovering over stuff like the Graves, but I do think once you've burned 1 bilge dupe, and like we have a lot of Graves for the early game, but not so many that it's just like free elo. I don't think, yeah, he's actually just gonna buy and sell the Graves to try to refresh his shop, look for Captain's Brew and stuff like that. All right, we do end up actually losing that fight there, though we do get an advanced loan here. Gold. It's pretty decent chances of it being gold. I don't know, he's hovering Pandora. Wow, he really liked Pandora's here. Man, Grea, I need to watch more Grea, because this guy, I don't know, he's doing some interesting stuff here. Some unintuitive stuff to me. But I mean, I guess in you know, if you rationalize it, there's a lot of value in components here, because we do just, yeah, we get to make a double slam here, which actually spiced our board immensely. 3rd item into Alawi, even though it's, you know, just a Sterax, it's still a 3rd item onto Alawi, which can, you know, eventually go into the Volibear. We can make Void Staff for the Ryze. Okay, honestly, I kind of believe it. Though what I will say is that we are losing a lot of fights. I mean, to be fair, we are 0 combat aug in this spot here, and we are playing around vertical bilge, but this is Maybe the only question mark I'll have about the comp is actually making it to 9 here, because this board is not looking that strong. And to be fair, Bilge is going to be, I mean, it's going to be buff nerfed next patch. You know, MF's receiving a buff, TF's receiving a buff. The big thing is that Graze is receiving a pretty chunky nerf. And so, you know, the hope is that this you know, going for a Lowy 3 tech is enough to stabilize you. I mean, maybe we're just rotating to strong boards. Stage 3 really looks like a lot of like Kog'Maw stuff. But you know, I do wonder, you know, how stable this board is after watching a few losses here. But okay. We're looking now to finish off. I mean, that's a Tark for Taric. I mean, you want him on the board later. He's a good unit right now. It's just an extra in on this board. The only downside is it kind of hurts your ability to have an extra damage on this board. Like you kind of, ooh, that's an MF though. So this just allows us to push 7 here. Probably gonna have to sell the Tark for Econ, I would imagine. But this is gonna be 7 Bilge on 3/6, which is pretty much on schedule. And we do have the Captain's Brew picking up here, which is also, you know, in terms of things getting nerfed, is getting nerfed next patch. But also to not such a crazy degree that, you know, you're not going to you're still gonna pick it up when you get the opportunity to, because I mean, it's still you can just randomly chill the backline with TF, which is just nutty. I mean, the interaction between TF's, the way that his ability works, and Captain's Brew is just so nice. But there's the Fizz. That is 7 Bilge unlocked here. Captain's Brew, I imagine gonna be the pickup here, and we can start looking at 7 Bilge item. Oh, he actually doesn't want the Captain's Brew. Wow, what? I mean, I guess to be fair, it's actually not that high prio in this comp, because you are going to drop TF later. Okay, so he opts to drop out or to not really look for the Captain's Brew in this spot, because what you really want are Ryze Bilgewater items and Thomas Kench items, because that is the thing. Ryze does receive the benefit of the traits that are put in here. He is a Bilgewater unit essentially, and so you do actually get the ability to put Bilgewater damage items onto Ryze if you want. There's some ones that I think are actually quite strong on him. I can actually, here, let me pull up the statistics for you guys. So yeah, according to the statistics, the one that's supposed to go on Fizz, Black Market Explosives, that just basically does extra damage every 5 seconds, is really nice. And then Cutthroat's Cutlass is the one that is pointed out in the guide, the bleed one. And the rest look, I mean, Deadman's looks fine. Captain's Brew, once again, you can actually see why we skipped it this game, because it actually looks really, really bad onto Ryze, which kind of makes sense. I'll have to make the QSS here for the Volibear here, and then we're going to keep rolling the rest of our items to look for better stuff. And going to continue to play 7 Bilge here, which will, you know, allow us to cap out quite highly, and just move the Void Staff up to the Fizz here. So items look pretty good. The IE being built now, I mean, might just be last Volley item. It might be a QSS IE Stair Axe for the bear here. We will see here, and then we are actually going to hold on to tier just because it's such a good component for the TK later. It is, and maybe for Ryze as well, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I mean, maybe one of the best components that you can get in this comp here. Gonna take another loss here, dropping down to 60 HP. So here's the only part where I have fear is the make it to 9 part, because I mean, there's good chance that this board is stable on 9 on 1 stars, but making it there is the scary part. There is a Soul Awakening here. Ooh, Jeweled Lotus as well. But yeah, Soul Awakening just too good to pass up. So we are going to level up here and use our rolls to roll down here. We do have MF. If we want it, we are going to put 4 Bruiser in here to unlock the bear. Easy. Oh, wait. Is he? He actually kind of toggles out of it here. He's not going to unlock the bear this round. I guess just saying that, like, we don't actually need the bear right now. This is very likely to be our board to farm max Bilge stacks here. We're just going to play 7 Bilge plus a Bruiser. And so it's actually more likely that we farm the bear a little bit later here. Yeah, I mean, honestly, makes sense. The MF's a big spike, and okay, we are winning this fight. I mean, the upside is you just need to make it to 9 because TK is guaranteed. Oh, actually, wow, this board... Oh, man, Alawi is a tanky unit. I didn't even realize how tanky Alawi 3 is. Okay, so this board, even just 2 Bruiser unlocks the bear. He doesn't even need 4. I mean, that's great intel. Good to know. So, yeah, it's actually quite easy to unlock the bear here. But, I mean, if you think about it, Volibear is a guaranteed unlock. Ryze is a guaranteed unlock. Thomas Kench is a guaranteed unlock. You actually don't need to hit any of these units in your shops. And now the question is, how strong is that board on 1 star, 1 star, 1 star? My intuition is like probably decent. So, I mean, perhaps this is just a comp where you don't actually need that much gold to get there. You need to get your guys 1 star, you know, stabilize around them a bit, and then you can really cap out high, you know, later once you actually 2 star them. Could opt to take Glove here, but I guess it's Hodge for the I mean, if it's Hodge for the bear, then where's QSS going is the question. Maybe he wants glove for a Ryze item here, some kind of like JG or something. We do have bar knuckles if we want it, but I think you want more of a damage item here. TK is going to come in here, just an easy add-on to the board, and then you can just drop into this. Yeah, this looks great. 4 Bruiser, just play the Invoker here, and, you know, drop out of 7 Bilge at this point, though we are still holding on to it on the bench, right? We want to be able to toggle back into it if given the opportunity. And yeah, Grea actually gets a little bit of fizz himself here, a little caught unawares positioning wise, but actually ends up winning the fight just because MF is a pretty cool unit here. So we are now, I think, stabilizing at the point here, and yeah, he's gonna look for the look for the restock on 7 here. Finds Cutlass, which is really nice. Also finds Fizz too, which, yeah, I do think you kind of have to pick up for tempo here, and then toggle back down into this 5 Bilge here. It'll be enough to get us up to the Cutlass eventually, but we want the board to be strong, right? We can't just be losing fights for free stage 4 on this 7 Bilge here. Really important to not be overplaying 7 Bilge when you're in spots like this, because you will just lose fights for free when, you know, the board is a lot stronger without it. So cool idea here. And yep, we're slowly farming up our stacks here. Find Lucian Senna, who is a funny, fantastic unit here. Yeah, considering actually just dropping out of Invoker. Also interesting that we're not feeding the fish here, but I think the idea is it's a very expensive comp. You kind of need to make it to 9 first, and we don't know that we're going to have all that much gold to work with. He's going to have to make TG here and Shojin for the Ryze eventually. I mean, Shojin seems like a great last item, though it is kind of a util-focused Ryze, which is perhaps a little bit awkward. We'll see, I guess. Pop another item here, which is, this is just open component here. Honestly, weren't we supposed to hold this anvil and wait for TK to farm something? Probably, I think. But he ends up taking glove. I mean, it's a great component, so I don't hate it. 52 gold here, so our level 9 is coming soon. We just have Bilge and Yordle in here, so we are going to have to do a little bit of legwork to unlock the Ryze, right? We do not have that many traits in here, so I'm actually really curious to see how he maneuvers this. Obviously, we need to get Targon in very easily. He gets Freljord in there, and boom, there's the Targon. Okay, easy enough here, and then we just have to drop out of Bilge to do it, which is a tad bit awkward here, but I mean, we must, right? This doesn't unlock Ryze. Okay, and he does finally. Last second there, unlock the Ryze. A little bit scary, and we have to play a little bit of a weird board for a round. We actually, yeah, dropped out of the MF here, and just gonna throw items onto the Lucian Senna right now. Yuck, but I mean, the bear is quite strong here on 1 star here. The TK quite good. I mean, it's a close fight that we are very likely to lose, but I mean, still unlock the Ryze, which is going to be our big spike here. So now Ryze can come in onto this board here. We have pretty much, that's the board done. Yeah, he pivoted into like the entire board minus the Ryze here. We do also pick up the Bilge item, and we are just going to use the rest of our rolls here just to try to spike a bit here, because we are a bit low. And yeah, this is our spot here. Void Staff going to move over to the Ryze, and then Morello going to sit there, and you can see this Ryze with all of these traits in here. The ball is going everywhere, exploding. I mean, it looks kind of nice. And once again, this is the whole board 1-starred. TK not farmed or not fed a single time. And I do think you probably, you know, once you hit TK2, we can move these Alawi items over very easily. Right now, they are probably better on the Alawi one or the Alawi 3 over the TK one. But I mean, eventually, you definitely do want to get those items moved over here. But I mean, she's actually kind of a beast. I mean, it's 5-5, and we still have items on Olawi for now. Going to continue to roll down here, hoping to find that TK2. We do find him here, and so we are just going to pop items off like this. Triple tank item there, adaptive helm for backline, and this is the board. Now we can finally start saying, okay, we're actually pretty stable at this point. We can start feeding the TK here. I'm going to also start, buying more Bilgewater stats, very likely at this point. Rotate into a very strong board here, but I will say the Volibear is doing a lot of work. The Ryze is doing a lot of work. That is 8,000 damage from a Ryze 1. I mean, so begs the question, what happens once you hit Ryze 2 here? We might do a little TK on TK action here. TK eating himself is really cool to see. And yeah, we are going to continue to buy stats here on 3 Bilge. Nothing wrong with some nice stats for our TK for everybody, right? Including Ryze should benefit from the stats as well. So actually, you get a lot of value out of buying Bilge stats in this comp. Though the items are also really high value as well. It's really tough actually to do it all, because like you really want to get to at least a Ryze item and a TK item on 7 Bilge, but then like these these build stats later, like I said, they do really matter. There's a bear. There's also a TG that we farmed with the Reforge there, so that's huge. That can go into Taric. Probably going to go into Braum, or maybe even Alawi, honestly. I guess, I mean, Braum 2 only has 3 Freljord in. I wonder if Alawi 3 is stronger than Braum 2. My intuition says actually yes. We do unlock Skarner here, and we do buy him, though I don't know. I don't really see how he fits on the board, and oh my god, that is Ryze. That's a Baron 2, though. I mean, if this comp beats Baron, we might have to start talking. We might have to start talking about something. It's so cool, honestly, the way unlocks work, the way Ryze works. Like, this is a comp. I mean, we're so deep into the set, and it's just completely newly discovered here. We get a little Baroned up here, though. Ryze doing good work here. A lot of damage here. The Volibear? Wait a minute. I mean, this wasn't even cloned. This was real. We just straight up beat him, right? Oh my... Okay, this comp's looking kind of good. I don't know what to say. Like, that is a crazy win against a Baron Nashor board. I mean, our board looks very strong for sure. Feed the fish again here. Gonna take a lesser champ dupe here just for some gold here. Rotate into Diana board, which our Ryze is not getting Diana because of our positioning. So very nice stuff out of Grea here, and we just easily clear that. Top 2 is going to be locked in here. Baron Nashor is going to pick up another win here, and all right, we're going to have a rematch with Dango, this person who's playing with TFT streamer mode on. But we'll see. I mean, we won last time. Got to feed the fish, I imagine. Just give him the Shen wine. Actually, he's going to feed him maybe a 3 cost. Oh no, he's going to still just feed him the Shen here. Just using the extra econ there. Okay, that is a big it's a big worm there, but I mean the Ryze, yeah, look at all the shrinking from the Freljord. I mean he's actually, oh my god, it's actually not even close. All right, I will say it. Is this comp broken? This actually seems like some broken Chinese tech, and I mean this was certainly a good spot for it, but we hit the board and we just won out easily. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, honestly. That is really, really interesting. I don't know. I'm excited to see more out of this comp. Go try this comp out. Let me know how your games go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check my Twitch and Meta links down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, as always.